We're going to talk about something you see every single day, but probably don't think too much about the work uniform. We're going to dig into how it's gone from just another business cost to a really powerful tool that can give you a serious competitive edge. Okay, so let's just put it side by side. On the left, that's yesterday's uniform. And you know the one I'm talking about, stiff, totally boxy, and let's be honest, probably kind of itchy. But look over on the right. That's today's workwear. It's built for performance, designed for actual human comfort, and it's basically a walking advertisement for your brand. I mean, the difference is just night and day. So let's really break down why that old model is just such a problem. And trust me, it goes way deeper than just looking a little dated. Here's the absolute bottom line. It's simple. If your team doesn't feel good, they just can't perform their best. It's a direct link. Those stiff collars, those one-size-fits-none designs, they weren't just uncomfortable. They were actively holding back your team's effectiveness. So what happened, right? Why are employees suddenly not putting up with that old-school discomfort anymore? Well, it all boils down to this huge cultural shift that has totally changed what we all expect from our clothes. Let's call it the athleisure takeover. And this is what we're talking about, the athleisure effect. The line between what you wear to the gym and what you wear to your job has it's gotten really blurry. We've all gotten used to comfort and high-performance fabrics in our everyday lives, and now people expect that exact same standard from their work clothes. It's the new normal. Which, of course, brings us to the solution. And it's not just about making uniforms look a little nicer, it's about actually engineering them for modern performance. The real secret sauce is finding that perfect balance between style, durability, and, of course, comfort. So, what does that actually look like? Well, it all starts with that balance we just talked about. But it's also about the nitty-gritty details, right? We're talking breathable fabrics that actually work with your body, not against it. We're talking ergonomic fits that let you move like a normal human being. The key takeaway here is that every single detail is thought through with the person wearing it in mind. Let's look at a real-world example. Take hospitals. The needs there are incredibly specific. You need materials that help maintain a sterile environment, no question, but you also need fits that are designed for people who are on their feet for 12-hour shifts, constantly moving. It has to be hygiene and comfort, working hand in hand. Now, let's flip that on its head and look at the industrial world. The focus here shifts completely. It's all about strength and safety. We're talking reinforced materials built to handle seriously tough conditions. Here, the number one priority is making sure that uniform is durable and, most importantly, keeps the worker safe. And for our last example, let's jump over to hospitality. Here, it's all about elegance in the guest experience. You need a premium look that immediately screams quality, but you still need sophisticated designs that your front-of-house staff can actually be comfortable in. You gotta nail that first impression every single time. Okay, so we've talked about fabrics and design, but now let's talk about the human side of things, the view from your actual team. How does a genuinely great uniform make them feel? How does it boost their pride and confidence? This quote really says it all. A great uniform is a sign of respect. It makes you feel like a valued part of the brand. See, when you give your team something they're actually proud to put on every morning, you're not just giving them clothes. You're sending a really powerful message that you respect them and that they're a valued part of the team. And you know what? That feeling of being valued has a direct, measurable impact on your bottom line. So let's connect those dots. Let's talk about how your uniform becomes your brand and how you can turn that quality into real, quantifiable brand equity. It really just boils down to this one simple truth. First impressions are not optional. They're everything. A customer is already forming an opinion about your company, your standards, your reliability, based on how your team looks, long before anyone even says hello. So, what is a high-quality uniform with those clean lines and precise tailoring actually saying? It's communicating without words. It's saying reliability. It's showing an incredible attention to detail. It projects professionalism. And all of that builds the one thing you can't buy: trust. So here's the roadmap. Here's how you get that return on investment. It's a super clear 4-step path. Step 1, you invest in those premium materials and design. That leads right to step 2. You get increased employee pride. That pride then leads to step 3, a better, more positive perception from your customers. And the final payoff, step 4, is that measurable brand trust. It's a direct line. So we'll just leave you with this one final thought. The next time you see your team, really look at what they're wearing and ask yourself this one crucial question. What is your uniform saying about your brand when you're not even in the room?